you clicked into this video wondering how to level up easily. But guys, life is not easy. But today I'll show you how to level up easily because this game is easy. So guys, the only thing you need for this is one element and 3 different bloodlines. So for the first element we are going to go for is Earth. That's the only element you need. Then for the bloodline, you're going to need Shiver Akuma over here, the Iron Sand over here, as well as the Shadow over here. So it is best if you have all 3 of these bloodlines, but if you do not have the third bloodline game pass, you can just go for Shadow and Iron Sand. Copy my exact build over here. For my Earth style over here, I'm going to be using the first skill as well as the last skill. These are the only 2 skills you need. And for the bloodline, we are going for the Iron Fist over here, the third skill, as well as the mode for our Shadow style. This is gonna be the first build for the 3 bosses in Jejuns, which are the huge bosses. Jejuns would be the best location for farming as there will be 3 huge bosses side by side, as well as 3 of the NPC type bosses. So we will be making use of the fact that there are 3 easy big bosses to kill, as well as we're going to be using Shiver Akuma for the mini boss while we are waiting for the cooldown for the big bosses to end. So this first loadout over here with these 4 skills will be based off killing huge bosses, and I'll show you how to do that rotation right now. So the first boss will be when you exit the main gate over here and you turn to the right. Oops, you turn to the right over here and you can see that the boss Apol Gen 3 over here. So you want to take the quest, spawn the boss, activate your mode, and then start using your skills. But for this boss specifically, you might want to go and equip your second skill for your Iron Sand to lift yourself up before you can use your third skill, because as you can see over here, let me use the skill once. You notice that, okay, it did hit a lot of times, but bro, I have to cut that shit out, bro. As you can see over here, my third skill didn't really hit many times. It's quite unreliable. However, if I combine that with my Iron Sand second skill, it lifts myself up for a bit, so my hitbox will be just nice, as you can see, to hit every single one of the spike. So go ahead and kill this boss quickly. And once that's done, we'll go on to the next boss. Okay, so the next boss is just right over here. Up this wall, right here, through Gen 1. You want to accept the quest, boom, and then you're going to want to use your skills again. If you're scared that it will attack you, you can just go behind the wall. Just keep using your skills. As you can see, just in 2 skills, the health is already at a quarter, so just 1 more skill and that's it. Alright, so the next boss will be right over here, the Sandcrawler, up this wall. Sandcrawler over here. Accept that quest and do the same exact thing. Yep, no difference, just use the same exact skills. Just use the same exact skills and you'll die in no time. Alright.
Kill that boy! Kill that boy!
After doing all that 3 bosses, you're going to want to come back to the first boss over here. You'll realize that this boss is still on a 1 minute 30 seconds cooldown. And that is where we want to change to our other moveset, which is our Shiver Akuma. Okay guys, just a heads up, but if you do not have Shiver Akuma or do not have the third bloodline slot, you can just skip this step and go ahead and just wait for the 3 bosses to spawn again before you continue grinding. However, if you do have Shiver Akuma as well as its 4th form, then continue watching the video as you can make use of the cooldown time for the bosses to get more levels. So this is just a quick rundown of how to get the Forged Akuma full form, the 4th form. Just come over from this gate over here, as you can see. You want to walk forward over here. Go all the way until you see this boss spawn right here. The Forged Akuma. So, accept this quest, and you really only have to fight the Forged Spirit over here. You don't have to fight the person himself. Fight him how you would for any of the big bosses that I showed you before. Just use this skill, this one, go over here as well. That's it. Then he will drop a scroll over here. Just click it and you will get the 4th form of your Shiver Akuma. So that's it, very simple. So let's get on with the video. So all you need for Shiver Akuma is just the mode. Activate the mode. And then you're going to want to go to the mode number 4, which is the full Susanoo form. Then we'll head over to the next closest boss, which is right here. Climb up this wall. And there you go, the boss right here. Oops. So this will be the first of 3 bosses that we can cycle while we wait for the big bosses to spawn again. So why we choose Shiver Akuma is because of its Q skill, which is spammable and does a lot of damage. And I'll show you right here. The Q skill literally has no cooldown, means you can spam it, and it does incredible damage as well. There we go. So once you're done with that, and if the cooldown of the first boss hasn't ended, you're going to want to just head over to the next boss, which is Sengoku boss over here. Spawn him, and then do the exact same thing. There we go. Did. Oh, we also got the drop. So anyways, the very last boss before we go back to the big bosses will be right over here in the corner. Come over here to the edge of the map. This is our next boss, Headless Korashi. So you're going to want to accept that as well, and then go ahead and defeat him as per usual. And there we go, easy. And he also dropped this. Nice. Okay, so once you're done with all that, you can travel quickly back to the first boss. And if you use Shiver Akuma, you can use this realm mode, which is like way faster. Come back to the first boss right here. And then you want to switch right back to your shadow mode. Then you're going to repeat the cycle again. So as you can see, I've already reached level 1000. I started off with level 874 but actually managed to hit level 1000 in just the first 3 bosses. So yes, it is a very effective method. So just keep repeating the process until you reach max level, rank up, and go back to max level again. It doesn't take much for you to get the elements as well as the bloodlines needed for this, so it is a pretty beginner friendly method and everyone can do it. I want to mention however that people who just started the game might have trouble unlocking the skills as they are not high enough level or do not have enough stats. So in that case, just start off by leveling up through training logs. You can AFK click them and use your skills on them. And after you have enough levels to get the skills, then you will go ahead and unlock the skills and do the method that I just told you all to do. And one more really important thing is to join the group for ×2 EXP. This is very important as it is free ×2 EXP permanently, which you do not want to miss. So make sure to join the both groups to get that perk. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next video.